Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and today we're going to take a look at the iSound Portable Power Max Backup Battery. I found this thing on Amazon originally. It's now also available on the Richard Solo website. It ranges in price depending on where you get it from. On Richard Solo, it's selling for $79.95. On Amazon, it's a little bit less. This thing packs a whopping 16,000 milliamps of backup battery power, and you can use it to power up to 5 different USB compatible devices. Pretty cool. You can use it for a variety of applications, with a variety of different devices. It's become a lifesaver for me now that almost everyone in my family, or everyone in my family actually does now own some sort of iOS device, be it a iPod Touch or an iPhone. So when I'm on the road, this thing, is coming in handy. I took it in the car on a 7-hour trip to the beach last week or 2 weeks ago, and my kids were able to plug in with their iPod Touches and continue to use them after the batteries had expired. So let's get it out of the box, and I'll show you exactly what is included in here and everything. And I want to most importantly show you the size of it, so you can just get a good idea, as to how big it is compared to some of the other batteries on the market. So you'll get some instructions in here. Don't really need them all that much. You get the charging cable, which you use to recharge the battery. And then you get the battery itself and a pouch. And there's one additional thing which comes kind of in handy. It's a Y splitter. It has micro and mini USB on the same cable. So you can actually technically charge 6 devices at the same time, providing that you have one that uses micro and one that uses mini USB. For me, I've just been using all regular straight, the USB connection, so really only doing 5 devices, but they give you that if you want to actually charge up to 6. So here's the kind of velvety pouch that they give you that you can use to transport it around. And most importantly, what we're interested in is the battery itself. You can see the size, kind of reminds me about the size of a paperback book. Real glossy, so it shows a lot of fingerprints. That really doesn't matter though for a battery, does it? It's got a kind of brushed exterior band that runs all the way around it. On one side, you can see it has the USB ports where you can plug into. Again, I plugged in 5 different iOS devices and was able to power them all. Then it's got the port that you use to recharge it. When you are charging it, you'll notice the lights on the front illuminate, kind of blinking one by one, letting you know how much you've charged it up. It does have an LED indicator that you can press to see how much power is remaining. It's got a flashlight built in. I don't want to blind you guys, but you can use that. Not that I ever would use that, but maybe in an emergency I might. So it does have that flashlight that you can control with the on-off switch. And then it also has an individual power button. And when you put it on, you can see the little LED illuminate there, letting you know that it's now ready to charge your devices. So I have a couple other things here just to show you in size comparison. Here is my iPhone 4 with the Vapor Pro on it, just so you can see the size of the battery in comparison to that. The other battery that I use a lot when I'm out on the road is this Lucky Packs. This is the Lucky Packs 5400. So you get basically, 3 of these batteries in one of the iSounds, but just again, so you can see the size. It's definitely not something that I would consider pocketable. You probably need a gear bag to carry this in because it's not light. It does weigh a little bit. You could technically carry it in your pocket though if you really wanted to, on an emergency basis or something like that, but I think it's probably best in a gear bag. But that's just so you can see the comparison of the 3 different devices size-wise. 16,000 milliamps of power translates to about 30 hours of usability or charging time. Pretty intense amount of power. Takes a good amount of time to recharge this also after it's empty. Basically I just let it recharge overnight, and in the morning it's fully recharged. It's definitely not something you can top off or recharge from an empty state in an hour or so. So keep that in mind. So again, the iSound 16,000 milliamp battery, the Portable Power Max, available both from richardsolo.com as well as amazon.com. Check the link in the video description where you can learn more about this battery. As always, should you have any questions about it, you can always drop me a line. Otherwise, you have a great day.